Hey guys, I want to talk about troll people today. Waiting to see if I'm really live or not. Hey guys, I want to talk to you guys about troll people and clairvoyance. Okay, so clairvoyance is psychic seeing, right? I'm very, very clairvoyant. And I just got a message from Scott Eady. If you guys know him, he took the Awaken program probably 3 or 4 years ago, and he gave me an idea for content today because he said he saw a spirit in his house and it kind of grunted at him, kind of like a troll that lives under a bridge, and that led me to message him back and say, "Oh my gosh, troll people, right?" So um, there are all different types of realms, right? And when you develop your clairvoyance inside the Awaken program, right? Because we all know that that program's open for enrollment. When you develop into this, you may develop into seeing. Remember, in the challenge that we did last week, we were talking about seeing visions over your eyes, right? Overlapping visions. Well, so this is what can happen too when you start seeing the imprint, right, of energy on people, or feeling the imprint of energy on people, and starting to realize that there's a heck of a lot of different types of people out there. And the interesting part for me, because I'm able to read that DNA imprint, is for me to see like kind of the compilation of where you've kind of come from, quote unquote. And then in doing so, that helps you with life purpose, right? This is what I absolutely love helping people develop into in the Awaken program, and it gets really crazy and it gets really deep. So just like a troll, right, in the fairy books lived under the bridge and was very, very grouchy, so too is a human troll, right? When I say troll people, troll humans, right? They have that same type of kind of an appearance, a little bit, a little bit grungy, like no disrespect, right? A little bit grungy. If it's a man troll, then they would obviously probably have some facial hair, maybe some bumps on their face, like not a wart or like a mole, right? Um, and women troll, right? And I don't know, spirits talking to me. I think they're trying to say they like heavy metal, which sounds so freaking nuts, right? So funny story, I guess it's a funny story, is my husband used to work at a winery and he had a coworker and she was a troll person. It was the first time I ever saw a troll in the flesh. And she was kind of frumpy and kind of dressed grunge, which is totally cool. That's the style of a troll, apparently, right? But she was a real jerk, really manipulative. Just like they would be if you were walking across their bridge. What's the story of the three billy goats that go across the bridge? And that troll was a total jerk to all the goats until the big giant goat kicked his ass, I guess, apparently, right? If I remember the fairy tale, right? Is it really a fairy tale? Or is it a tale of fairies, right? Um, so same thing, wanted power over everybody, complained a lot, actually even grunted or like cleared her throat, right? This type of behavior. And so if you ask me, what would the trolls, you know, job be to do? What would their life purpose be? I'm all about trying to find the light. So it may be allowing themselves to be a little bit of a darker version of a human, right? Allowing themselves to be a little bit grouchy, but probably the journey would be to know when that boundary needs to stop so that you're not affecting or influencing other people's life, just like the goats that go across the bridge. And I know I sound like a batshit crazy lady right now, but this is why I get so excited about helping you develop, because you don't know what's on the other side until you start using your unique abilities, right? You may be able to have the ability to see in the fairy realm, right? Which I think is so fascinating. I'm so very, very, very blessed to be able to see in the fairy realm, to be able to connect with a plant and actually see through clairvoyance the diva or the entity or the energy that is helping that plant grow, right? The little strawberry people and the little flower fairies and stuff. And then turn around and see that it's also here in this realm, right? So just like I was telling Scott, just like there's catfish, right? Catfish. Just like there's a dogfish. Just like there's all different types of fish in the ocean that resemble actual animals that are on the earth, so too happens with the DNA realm, right? When it's imprinted on you from where you've come from, what other lives you've had. Super fascinating information to be able to receive via your clairs. So, you guys, I'm going to drop the link to the Awaken program. I would really love to hear if you guys have ever seen a troll person, if you're fascinated by this subject. If you want to know more about the fairy realm, I could do a couple more little free trainings for you here. But definitely consider having this type of magic in your life by enrolling in the Awaken program, right? The Awaken program is a 10-week program where you will develop all your psychic seeing, hearing, feeling, knowing, mediumship, animal communication, working with angels, like you name it, it's in there. But I don't just teach you about it, I make you do it so that you could prove to yourself and you could get confidence in developing these abilities. And then it comes whatever, however you develop, because everybody develops a little differently, right? Because we're all unique. Then you get to apply this to something that's already going on in your life or something that's already going on in your business. Fascinated? Can you tell? I love it. I will never stop loving it. And I hope to see you guys on the inside, but I would love to know your thoughts on troll people or fairy realms also blending with human realms.